In this video, I'm going to demonstrate one last finishing touch for the double exposure image, and in particular, I'm going to add a vignette effect around the double exposed image. So essentially what I'm going to end up doing is adding this darkening effect. Now, this was done differently than I've shown before. Previously, I've shown you how to do a vignette with the camera raw filter. Here, I'm using a fill layer, colored fill layer with some masking. So let me just show you how I got there. So I turn that off. You can see the image by itself without that fill layer above it. So essentially what I'm doing here is I come down to the fill layer, to create new fill layer or adjustment layer, and I want to click on that and select solid color, and I'm just going to go with black. You could certainly do this with other colors, but for my purposes, I just want a general darkening around the edge. Now, as you see, the fill layer is black, and there's a mask added to that, and the mask is all white, so that means that the entire black fill layer is being revealed, even though the layer underneath it is visible. It's being completely hidden by the black fill. So what I want to do is click on my mask layer, or my mask for that layer, and I want to make sure my brush tool is active. And what I want to do is paint black on the mask to selectively hide the black fill layer. And right now my brush is quite large. It's set at 900 for the size, and the hardness is a 0. It has a 0 hardness, and the opacity is at 100%. So I'm just going to start clicking and painting on the areas of the hand that I want to reveal. So I'm painting on the mask to hide the black fill layer, and it just so happens I'm painting black because as you recall, the only colors we really can use on a mask are black and white and shades of gray. So I want to kind of reveal some of that like so. Now I want to kind of also get a little bit more of a transition effect. If I click too much and I say, oh, well, I want that dark, well, I can always toggle back to my foreground colors, or from white to black, or black to white, excuse me. So, if I paint a little bit too much away, I can just come over here and toggle, click that little toggle corner arrow, where I can press X. And if I paint black, I'm working on the mask, as you can see, that brings back the image underneath it. So I'm really just kind of selectively masking out this black fill layer to reveal the image below it. And here again, I've painted a little bit too much to hide that, so I want to bring some of that back. So I'm going to press the X key, and I'm just going to paint a little more black on those areas. Now what I want to do is adjust the opacity. So I want to bring my opacity down a bit more, maybe, 20% or so. And I'm going to make the brush, for now I'm going to keep it at that size. And I want to switch from white to black, so I'm going to press the X key. And I just want to kind of soften up that severe black, so it's just kind of getting some more of a faded kind of look to it. So I'm selectively painting on the mask to kind of soften up that transition. And I can always decide to bring some of that back by painting with white on my mask to kind of bring that kind of halo effect inward a bit more. And I kind of like where that's headed. So I think that's looking pretty good. So as a finished product, I think I'm pretty happy with this. As far as saving it, well, I want to save it as a JPEG. And I'm just going to call this finished double exposure hand. And that's going to go to my computer graphics folder and a subfolder for double exposures. And we'll go ahead and click Save. For its options, I want to make sure my file size is maximized. I'd probably go with progressive for the format options, and just be on the safe side, go with 5 scans. And then click OK. So essentially now I have this saved as a JPEG. I also want to save it as a PSD file. So that's the top on the list. .psd is the file extension we're looking for. We'll go with finished double exposure hand, but we don't want this to be a JPEG. We want this to be a PSD. And I'll click Save. So I have those files saved, and I'm ready to access them if I need them. So this is, the finished example, a little different than the example shown or posted on Haiku, but it's nice as a variation.